Wait, yet before you scroll away, let me ask you one question. What if I told you the government is quietly taking back up to $1,400 of your Social Security money this year, and most retirees have absolutely no idea it's happening? I'm Rasmus from Rule by Seniors, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly where that money is going, how to stop it, and how to keep every single dollar you have earned. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could change your financial life in retirement. Show shocking dollar amount graphic on screen. I spoke to a retired school teacher from Ohio just last week. 38 years in the classroom, paid into Social Security her entire career, and she had no idea that Medicare and the IRS were quietly taking back nearly $200 of her monthly benefit every single month. She thought she was getting her full raise. She wasn't, and she is not alone. Millions of Americans just like her are losing money they worked their whole lives to earn, simply because nobody sat down and explained it to them. That is exactly why Rule by Seniors exists, and that is exactly why Rasmus is here today. The Social Security Administration has officially confirmed the 2026 cost of living adjustment, and your check is changing. But here is the truth that almost every other channel will skip right past. A bigger number printed on your benefit statement does not mean more money landing in your bank account. Between Medicare premiums quietly eating your raise before you ever see it, IRS tax thresholds that were set in 1983 and have never once moved, and inflation that just refuses to slow down, the real number hitting your account every month might genuinely shock you. And not in a good way. You worked your entire life. You paid into this system for decades. You showed up, you contributed, you did everything right. And now, silently without a single warning letter, pieces of your benefit are being taken back. Rule by Seniors exists so that stops happening to you. Not on our watch. In the next few minutes, I, Rasmus, am going to walk you through every single dollar. What is going up? What is being quietly taken away? What the IRS is doing that catches most retirees completely off guard? And exactly what you need to do right now to protect every cent you are entitled to. I have 7 strategies toward the end of this video, and I promise you, strategy number 4 is something most financial advisors will never bring up on their own. So do not go anywhere. Show subscribe animation. And if you are new to Rule by Seniors, hit that subscribe button right now. It costs nothing. Takes 1 second, and every single time something changes with Social Security, and things are changing fast, Rasmus and the Rule by Seniors team will make sure you hear about it before anyone else does. We are building a community of informed Americans who refuse to leave money on the table. Subscribe, tap that bell, and let's get into it. Show COLA percentage graphic. All right, real numbers, real dollars. That is what Rule by Seniors is about. The SSA has officially confirmed the 2026 COLA at 2.8%. Now let me put that in dollars you can actually feel. If you are currently receiving the average retirement benefit of around $2,040 per month, a 2.8% increase means roughly $50 to $60 more every single month. That pushes your average monthly benefit to approximately $2,700. Zoom out over a full year, that is an extra $600 to $720 in your pocket. And I know some of you are already thinking, Rasmus, that is not very much. And honestly, you are right to think that. But here's how I want you to look at it. Every single dollar matters on a fixed income. This is not a bonus. This is not the government doing you a favor. This is money you earned, designed to help your purchasing power keep pace with inflation. You deserve every cent of it. The problem is, you may not actually be getting all of it. And that's what we need to talk about right now. Show inflation versus COLA comparison graphic. Because here's the part that nobody wants to say out loud. Does a 2.8% raise actually cover what you are spending at the grocery store? At the pharmacy? At the gas pump? For most retirees across America, the honest answer is no. The SSA calculates COLA using something called the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners, the CPIW. And that index does not accurately reflect how seniors actually spend their money. Healthcare, prescription drugs, housing, the things eating the biggest holes in your monthly budget, have been rising far faster than the overall inflation number. So while 2.8% beats the 1.3% we saw in 2021, the hard truth is it likely will not fully recover what inflation has already taken from you. Rule by Seniors will always tell you the truth, even when it is uncomfortable. Now pay very close attention here, because this is where most retirees get blindsided. Show Medicare deduction graphic. For most beneficiaries, Medicare Part B premiums are automatically deducted from your Social Security check before you ever see a single cent, before it touches your bank account, before you can do anything with it. For 2026, Medicare Part B premiums are projected to rise to approximately $185 per month, up from the current $174.70. That is an increase of roughly $10 to $11 per month. So let's do this math together right now, because this is the math that actually matters in real life. Your COLA increase puts roughly $50 to $60 more in your check. Medicare Part B immediately takes back $10 to $11 of that, off the top before you see it. Your real net increase, like the actual money deposited into your account, drops to around $40 to $50 per month. That is your real 2026 raise, not the headline number, not the percentage. $40 to $50, write that down. Now, there is a protection in the system called the hold harmless provision. This rule prevents your Social Security check from actually decreasing from one year to the next because of a Medicare premium increase. But for most people receiving this 2.8% COLA, the Part B increase is not large enough to trigger that protection. It simply reduces your gain. And that is exactly why Rule by Seniors keeps saying this. Ignore the headline. Watch your deposit. That is the only number that matters. Show IRS threshold graphic. Now stop. Because what comes next is the section that could save you the most money in this entire video, or cost you the most if you tune out right now. A lot of good, hardworking American retirees do not know that Social Security benefits can be taxed by the federal government. And here's the part that should genuinely make you angry. The income thresholds that determine whether your benefits get taxed were set in 1983 and 1993. They have never been adjusted for inflation, not once. Not a single penny of movement in over 40 years, while everything else around you has gotten more expensive every single year. Here is exactly how it works. The IRS looks at something called your provisional income, also known as combined income. This is your adjusted gross income, plus any tax-exempt interest you earn, plus 1/2 of your total Social Security benefit. Once you have that number, here's where things stand. Show tax threshold chart on screen. For single filers below $25,000, your benefits are completely tax-free. Between $25,000 and $34,000, up to 50% of your benefits could be taxable. Above $34,000, up to 85% of your benefits could be taxed. For married couples filing jointly, below $32,000, you are in the clear. Between $32,000 and $44,000, up to 50% is taxable. Above $44,000, up to 85% could be taxed. Now here's the trap, and Rasmus needs you to really hear this. Every year your COLA goes up, your provisional income goes up with it, and those thresholds never move. So quietly, year after year, more and more retirees are being pushed over those lines, getting hit with taxes on their benefits for the very first time, or seeing a larger chunk tax than the year before. Tax experts call this bracket creep, and it is silently stealing from millions of Americans with zero headlines and zero warnings. Here's what that looks like in real life. Your check goes up $50 on paper because of COLA, but that $50 pushes your provisional income over a threshold, and suddenly 20 to 30% of your entire Social Security benefit becomes taxable. You could actually end up with less money after taxes than you had last year. Your check went up. Your real income went down. That is the trap. And that is exactly the kind of thing Rule by Seniors was built to protect you from. Show Social Security benefit categories graphic. Now, the COLA affects every category of Social Security, not just retired workers. Let me walk you through each one quickly. If you are collecting spousal benefits based on your husband's or wife's work record, your payment also increases by 2.8%. The maximum spousal benefit is 50% of your spouse's full retirement amount, calculated after COLA is applied. Both the worker and the spouse see the increase. If you are a widow or widower on survivor benefits, your check receives the full 2.8% COLA as well. For millions of surviving spouses, Social Security is their only monthly income. Every dollar of this increase is critical. If you receive Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, you also get the full 2.8% adjustment. The average SSDI benefit is currently around $140 per month, so expect roughly $40 to $45 more each month. And for SSI recipients, the 2026 federal benefit rate is expected to rise to approximately $967 per month for individuals and around $1,150 per month for couples. If you are on SSI, the COLA also adjusts your income thresholds. So review your eligibility carefully and report any changes in income or living situation to the SSA right away. Overpayments create real financial stress. Staying on top of this protects you. Show strategy countdown graphic. All right, here we go. 7 strategies from Rule by Seniors. Pay attention, because strategy number 4 is the one most financial advisors will never voluntarily bring up. Strategy 1. Log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov today. Not this weekend. Today. Pull up your COLA notice and verify every single number. Errors happen more often than most people realize. Wrong earnings records, miscalculated benefits, simple clerical mistakes that nobody flags. Catching these early can mean thousands of dollars in corrections. Members of our Rule by Seniors community have found errors worth years of back payments. Check your account right now. Strategy 2. Calculate your provisional income immediately. Add your adjusted gross income, your tax-exempt interest, and half of your Social Security benefit. Write down that number. Know exactly where you stand relative to those IRS thresholds before tax season arrives. If you are anywhere close to a threshold, even one required minimum distribution from an IRA could push you over. Knowing in advance gives you time to protect yourself. Strategy 3. Look into Roth conversions. If you have money in a traditional IRA or 401k, converting some of it to a Roth IRA in lower income years can reduce your future required minimum distributions. Smaller RMDs mean lower provisional income, which keeps you safely under those tax thresholds. Yes, you pay tax on the conversion now, but the long-term protection can be worth dramatically more. This is one of the most powerful tools in retirement planning, and most people never use it. Strategy 4. And here is the one Rasmus promised you. Time your income deliberately across tax years. If you have any flexibility in when you take distributions, sell investments, or realize capital gains, do not dump it all into one calendar year. Spread it. This strategy is called income smoothing, and it can keep your provisional income below those dangerous IRS thresholds year after year. Most financial advisors focus on growing your money. The best ones focus on protecting it from unnecessary taxes too. Now you know about it. Show Medicare plan comparison graphic. Strategy 5. Review your Medicare options every single open enrollment period. Do not accept the default and move on. Compare Medicare Advantage plans, Medigap supplement policies, and Part D prescription drug coverage side by side every year. The right switch can save you hundreds, sometimes thousands, of dollars annually. That saving alone can be worth more than your entire COLA increase combined. Rule by Seniors will be covering Medicare open enrollment in depth very soon. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss it. Strategy 6. If you are still working and collecting Social Security before your full retirement age, know the 2026 earnings test limit. That number is expected to be approximately $23,400 for the year. If you earn above that, Social Security will withhold $1 for every $2 you earn over the limit. The withheld amount is not lost forever. It gets added back to your monthly benefit once you reach full retirement age. But in the short term, it can feel like a significant pay cut. Know your numbers before it surprises you. Strategy 7. Do not try to navigate all of this alone. If your situation involves multiple income sources, investments, a pension, real estate income, or a working spouse, sit down with a financial advisor or tax professional who specializes specifically in retirement. One consultation can pay for itself many times over by identifying strategies built around your exact situation. General advice helps. Personalized advice protects. Show trust fund timeline graphic. Now, the honest big picture. Because Rule by Seniors will always give you the full truth, not just the comfortable parts. The Social Security Trust Fund is currently projected to face depletion somewhere between 2033 and 2035. Now, depleted does not mean gone. It does not mean bankrupt. Even after the trust fund reserves run out, ongoing payroll tax revenue would still fund approximately 75 to 80% of scheduled benefits. But that potential 20 to 25% cut is something every American needs to know about and plan around right now. Not in 10 years, not when it happens. Now, Congress has options: raising the payroll tax cap, gradually adjusting the retirement age, modifying the benefit formula, some combination of all three. But as of today, no comprehensive reform has been passed. The clock is running. What this means for you personally is simple. Social Security is a critical foundation, but one foundation is not enough. Personal savings, employer retirement plans, diversified income. These are not luxuries anymore. They are necessities. Rasmus is not saying this to frighten you. I am saying it because the Rule by Seniors community deserves the complete picture. Every time, without exception. Show Rule by Seniors end card. That is your complete 2026 Social Security COLA breakdown. The real numbers, the hidden Medicare cost, the silent tax trap, and 7 strategies to protect every dollar you spent a lifetime earning. Knowledge is power. And right here at Rule by Seniors, knowledge is literally money back in your pocket. If this video helped you today, smash that like button right now. It takes 1 second and it tells YouTube to show this to more retirees across America who need this information desperately. And if you are not yet part of the Rule by Seniors family, what are you waiting for? Rasmus and this entire team put out the most detailed, honest, no-fluff Social Security content on all of YouTube. Subscribe right now and hit that bell so you never miss a video that could affect your money, your benefits, or your future. Drop a comment below and tell me 2 things. Number 1, are you satisfied with the 2.8% COLA, or do you think the government owes retirees significantly more? And number 2, did Medicare premiums or the tax thresholds ever catch you off guard? Tell me your story. Rasmus reads every single comment in this community. Every one. And one more thing. Watch this video next. Point to end screen. It covers something that directly affects your Social Security payment amount, and most retirees find out about it far too late. Do not let that be you. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and I will see you in the next one right here on Rule by Seniors.